Are you achieving predictability, reliability, and consistency of business results? Do you find that, like so many companies, you're always wrestling with the challenge of accurate sales forecasting? We're sure you agree that accurate forecasting and consistently good results are of paramount importance. Why is forecasting so important? Impacts of poor forecasting affect everybody negatively in every part of the business. This leads to lack of confidence in the sales operation, stress, and a feeling of being out of control. Why does this happen? Business and sales leaders often measure the wrong things. The behaviors, attitude, and skill levels of salespeople are out of line with what's required. CRM systems don't always track the quality of sales and highlight problems early so you can manage your way around them. Sales are at the cutting edge of driving the business forward. If you ask a salesperson what resource they lack most, they'll say it's time. Ask salespeople what the cause is, they'll tell you it's admin, travel, meetings and the like. Our analysis found that these things were not the main causes of lost time. The biggest waste of time is on the sales they lose. A typical B2B company wins around 3 out of 10 of the deals they pursue, so 70% of their selling time is wasted. The most effective salespeople win 7 or 8 out of 10. Why is this? They do 4 things differently. They use a strict set of criteria to choose which opportunities they want to chase. They refuse to bid on unwinnable sales. Then, they use the time saved on deals they can't win to spend more time on those they can. And they devote some of this time to prospecting for new opportunities. This doubles their selling and prospecting time, all devoted to winning the winnable. They have a high-quality pipeline and enjoy the luxury of choice. They can pick and choose which business they chase. If all of the sales force could emulate the best of the best, grow and reach their full potential, the problem would be solved. In reality, there are only 2 reasons why you lose a sale. Either you were outsold, or you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Advance has been working with many organizations for over 20 years, including companies such as Xerox, BT, Verifone, Lufthansa, Epiphany, Random Storm and Servest. We observed that the best salespeople have a clear picture of what they want to do and what they want their prospects to do. They win the biggest deals, their forecasts are the most accurate, and they instill confidence in the management team by following a roadmap for success to achieve the best results, predictably, reliably, and consistently. When we boiled the situation down, we realized there was a gap in the way that most organizations were managing their sales. In hindsight, it's common sense, but we'd identified an opportunity. Organizations were focusing on what the salesperson was doing. Number of calls, number of proposals, revenue, etc. They were not focusing on measuring and managing what the prospect was doing to progress the sale. They were measuring quantity of activity, but not quality of activity. So the opportunity was to create a link between the organization and the prospect. This link was formed by defining a sale as a structure of events measured by the quality of commitments achieved. A commitment is what the prospect does for you to move the sale forward. Measurement becomes a binary process, yes or no. The prospect either did or didn't commit to something you wanted them to do for you. You can start on measuring the quality of the sale with a simple but very powerful quality check. This makes inspection easy. You can begin to forecast more confidently. The salesperson can manage the sale far more effectively. Sales become more science than art. Even though you may have broken a sale down into stages that can be monitored on your CRM system and progress rated by probabilities and ratios across those stages, there's a problem. Salespeople spend a lot of time presenting evidence to satisfy different stakeholders and handle the politics. They get lost in the fog of the unknown. You cannot be sure objectively how well you're progressing. How do you measure and manage the quality of the sale? You need a structured approach based on commitments. This involves defining the list of events you plan to have with the prospect, who the attendees will be, what will be on the agenda, and the commitments you're seeking from each event. It's a roadmap that deals with all aspects of the sale by involving the right people in the right events at the right time. The structure enables you to inspect the quality of the sale in a straightforward way. Did we get the commitment or not? Business is won through the achievement of a planned set of commitments. It is an iterative process, and you have to manage that evolution as well. You need to be able to qualify the sale and then plan effectively what commitments you need. So how do you do this? Advance has a solution that helps you plan and replan the sale. That solution is SCOTSMAN. SCOTSMAN has been used by tens of thousands of salespeople across the globe. Originally paper-based, it performs two very valuable functions. First, it helps you to test the temperature of the sale by checking the opportunity against its 8 criteria. Secondly, it helps you work out what meetings and other work is needed to win the opportunity. Testing the temperature. The 8 criteria need to be covered thoroughly if a salesperson is to win an opportunity or decide to quit if it looks unwinnable. And if you're going to lose, lose quickly. The criteria are solution, competition, originality, timescale, size, money, authority, need. Qualifying against the 8 criteria uses a scoring system that records whether or not you need to do more work, have a potential showstopper that needs to be dealt with, or are short of data and need to plug the gaps. Working out sales meetings and other actions to take. This involves planning the events and actions you need to organize to deal with the issues exposed by the criteria check. It's critical that salespeople move out of their typically optimistic view of their sales opportunities and become pessimists. They need to look for bad things. It's good for their wallets and their company's wallet too. The purpose of qualification is to identify sales meetings measured in terms of the customer commitments. SCOTSMAN tells you if they're serious about the project. Commitments tell you they are serious about you and your solution. As you track and manage your planned meetings, events and commitments, you use SCOTSMAN to keep taking the temperature and help you replan the way forward where necessary or when it's time to quit. So now you have an opportunity to plan sales more effectively, and you have a binary qualitative measurement of the sale. SCOTSMAN has been helping salespeople to improve their forecasting accuracy and their productivity. Advance is very excited to have developed a plug-in version of the SCOTSMAN qualification tool and combined it with an event and commitment tracker for CRM systems, together with access to 2 online courses that support its use. When used within the CRM, it helps to create roadmaps for salespeople that ensure they measure the right things. It facilitates working out how best to define and secure the commitments needed from the prospect that will convince you that the business is worth all the sales effort, resource and cost that it will take. The plugin benefits salespeople enormously as it helps them to plan and win, or quit, an opportunity much more effectively. This will increase adoption and value of your CRM system by making sure your salespeople feel they get full value from it. It's an excellent device for improving communications between salespeople and sales management and makes for better one-to-ones, deal plans and reviews. Finally, and very importantly, it gives sales leaders and managers the tools to communicate effectively with the board to explain exactly, with factual support, where the main issues and challenges are, thus improving the forecasting and predictability. Advance's SCOTSMAN commitment-based selling plugin is available for both Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics CRMs. Your organization will be better equipped to deliver the consistency, confidence, reliability, and predictability of business results that all senior stakeholders seek, and realize the benefits this brings. And it's easy to do. The three elements that make up the package come together as a symbiosis. The whole is definitely greater than the sum of its parts. The story so far. We start with a skills up, then give you the vehicle and a roadmap to increase sales productivity and quality. Sales leaders, sales managers, and sales professionals begin to inspect the right things. You start to focus on quality prospects, win them in a controlled way, develop more confidence, achieve more targets. The results? Better forecasting and predictability, higher productivity, more lead generation, more selling time, ability to throw out bad or unwinnable opportunities and focus on the good ones, enhanced sales skills and behaviors. Most importantly, best of the best is no longer intuition. It is embedded into the culture and the processes of the organization with the purpose of replicating top performers who win more sales, win bigger sales, win more profitable sales, win them more quickly. Predictability becomes the norm and forecasts are met more frequently. The business leaders are in control, so the business is under control. Remember, even with the best of the best, it's not intuition. Selling is a process. Only if it's not a process is it a problem.